Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I have another foundation review for you. This is the LA Girl Pro Matte HD High Definition Long Wear Matte Foundation. Whew. This is an affordable foundation that can be found at the drugstore. If you're interested in seeing how this applies and wears throughout the day, then just keep on watching. Alright, so I just threw up my hair in a ponytail to go ahead and get started. I've already prepped my skin with my Lancome Genifique and Murad Skin Perfecting Lotion. I've been really liking this. Sorry guys, I am still a little bit sick, so you'll have to ignore me. By the way, check out this new cup I got. I know there's fellow Harry Potter fans out there. Alright, so for today's video, I am doing a review on the LA Girl Pro Matte Foundation. Surprisingly, this is the third time that I have filmed this. The first time I filmed it, I was out of frame, so I had to just kill the footage. And then the second time, I had the video 100% ready to go and the file corrupted or something and I couldn't upload it. So I for sure know how this performs, so you'll get a even more in-depth view than normal. This I'm priming with the Maybelline Master Prime, the Blur and Smooth, the same one that I have been using in all of these foundation reviews, just to be consistent. And it feels so good. You can definitely feel the smoothing. Sorry guys, it is really early here and I had to come up with a better filming routine because the past week I fell off schedule with school starting back and stuff like that. I just feel like I got a little bit off schedule, so I'm actually filming super early. It is like 5 a.m. Alright, so we are about to go in with the foundation. This is 1 fluid ounce. I have mine in the shade Bisque. There was a good shade range on this foundation, so no matter what your skin tone is, I feel confident that you can find a match in this foundation. It goes very deep as well as very light, and it covers everything in between as well. So that it has going for it. It also has a pump, which is nice. This retails for like $8.99, I believe, and I caught mine on a sale. I got mine for $5.49, so you cannot beat that. Alright, so I just put 2 or 3 pumps, I don't know, on my hand, and I have my little Ulta sponge. Like I said, I have filmed this. This is the third time now, so the first time it definitely was a first impression. I had never used this foundation before. It wasn't one like I had in my collection and forgot how it performed or wanted to revisit how it performed or anything like that. This was completely new to my collection. Okay. It does have pretty good coverage. It's very lightweight. It doesn't feel like you're wearing anything. You don't have to blot throughout the day. You don't have to set this. All huge pluses in my opinion. It's easy to apply. It applies fine with a brush or a sponge. I didn't really see a difference, but just as far as application goes, I just prefer a sponge a lot of the times. And I'll go through phases. I'll, at some point, I'm sure, go back to a brush. But for now, I am loving a sponge. Okay, so I used up everything on my hand. I'm going to apply just one more pump. The only thing I didn't really get to is my forehead. And this does not have the fullest coverage. However, it has got a really good coverage. It has got a high medium coverage. And that is just with one application. So I got this foundation as well as one other one that I will be doing a review on, but I got this because I thought the description of it sounded a lot like one of my all-time favorite foundations. That's the Tarte Rainforest of the Sea foundation, like with the little dropper applicator. The applicator on that one looks a lot like this, like a little dropper. You guys know what a dropper looks like. I don't know why I busted that out. But anyway, I've got a little bit more on my hand. I'm just going to go over some of these areas just not to waste it. Now this foundation for me, I have built on it before, and I will say I just like one solid application of this foundation. Like that tiny little bit that I had didn't really do anything. This, like I said, does not get to full coverage for me. It just doesn't. But I am fine with this coverage. I've got like the tiniest little bit of redness peeking through here. I've got some redness over here. But overall, I mean, I feel decently covered, you know what I mean? So I'm fine with this. Just after a minute or two, you can feel this set down on your face. It does not feel overly dry. It just, you can tell that it's set and it's not going anywhere. So I don't feel like I need to powder anything. I have worn this a few times now and everything applies just fine, just putting the foundation on itself and letting it dry for a minute. Now I have been sick, so I'm feeling a little bit of like swollen and darkness under my eyes, so I am going to apply concealer today. I normally don't, but I am just using the Makeup Revolution Conceal and Define in C3. And you know, I don't like to apply too much. Just gonna apply it in the darkest little crevices. And I am going to go in with my sponge again. And I know that I have told you guys before that you can set your under eyes if you're anywhere near my skin tone with this little creme brulee single from Wet n Wild that I use all the time to set my eyes. So I'm going to demo that today. Okay. So that is good, and that's gonna be the only thing I set is just under my eyes. So I washed my brushes yesterday and they are so, I love the day after washing your brushes. Okay. So I am just going in with a fluffy kind of dense brush and just patting that in. And this is actually a pretty pigmented powder as well. So it will definitely even help with the coverage a little bit. Alright guys, that is it. So the base is done. It is 5:45 a.m. I'm going to apply the rest of my makeup and then I will check back in with you guys. We'll go over everything that is on my face. I'm going to apply the rest of my makeup and then I will check back in to see what I got on my face. Alright guys, I am back. All my makeup is applied now. It is currently about 7:45, so I have had this on for a little bit at this time. Now, I just wanted to run through everything that I have on my face. I have been testing out the Emily Noel and Makeup Revolution collaboration, the Needs and the Wants palette. Today I am wearing the Needs. I do have a review / tutorial coming on this. It should be up first, so if so, I will link that in the cards above. But I have really been enjoying that palette. For my lashes, I have on my Wander Beauty Unlashed mascara that I have been using up a storm. I really do like this mascara a lot. For my lips, I have on Fairest Nude from L'Oreal. On my eyebrows, I am wearing the Maybelline Tattoo Studio. I will have a review coming on this. If it's already up, I will link it as well. I have on my Lancome Le Stylo waterproof eyeliner in Bronze Riche. And then I just set everything down with my Ulta Beauty Dewy Setting Mist. Whew, it's a mouthful. Alright, so like I said, the check-in time for the base itself was 5:45 a.m. We should get a very decent wear test out of this. Probably about 15 or 16 hours, so I will catch up with you guys in a little bit. Hey guys, I just wanted to do a quick check-in. It is currently 2:25, so this foundation at this point has been on for about 10 hours. It is looking a little shiny. Granted, that sheen right there that you see is highlight, but I am getting a little shiny on my chin. It is starting to wear down here. This all happened, I would say, within the last hour or two. So I am just going to blot. There is a little bit of transfer. Sorry guys, I know that's gross. But you don't want to see the real deal, right? So yeah, it's definitely wearing off on my nose and my chin especially. But in person, it really doesn't look that bad. Like, I'm still fine like this. I would go to the store like this, no problems. And like I said, it has been about 10 hours. We will see what it's looking like a little bit later though, but this is it in natural lighting. I just wanted you guys to get a good look at that, and I'll see you in a little bit. Hey guys, I feel like such an idiot. I washed my face off without doing the final check-in. So I have a mask on, that's why I look kind of shiny right now. It's that rose, the Fresh Rose face mask. That's the one that I have on. I did a review on it pretty recently. But anyway, just in case you were wondering why I looked so wet looking. But anyway, the check-in that I did at, I think it was like around 2:40 today, when the foundation had already been on for 9 hours. After I blotted and we saw that it had begun to wear off on my nose as well as my chin, that is just what it continued to look like. I washed my face off at like 10:53-ish tonight, and my face looked exactly the same. Nothing had changed. So what are my final thoughts on the LA Girl High Definition Long Wear Matte Foundation? Whew. I think that it's a good foundation. I think it's a good price, you know, $9. That's very reasonable. You're getting 1 fluid ounce. It is very, very lightweight. It does keep you matte throughout the day. Now I did have to blot once. Some of my natural oils did start to come through and kind of break the foundation down around my nose and my chin. But that is pretty normal for me for foundations, to be honest. And it didn't look bad. You know, it wore off gracefully is how I will put it. It didn't look terrible by any means. I still would have went any number of places with that, with the way that it looked after the 9-hour mark. And I washed this off at like 10:53 tonight. So I had it on for geez, 17 hours? Is that right? Yeah, 17 hours. And it still looked the same as it did after I blotted that one time at like 240. So it had fantastic staying power. It's not my favorite just because the coverage is like a high medium and I tend to like a little bit more full coverage, but that's the only gripe for me. Overall, it's got way more pluses than negatives, and the coverage level that I like, that's just my preference. So if you don't need that type of coverage, I think you'll absolutely love this foundation. Let me know if you guys have tried this one down below, or if there are any in mind that you want me to try out. I would be happy to do that. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. Please subscribe if you're not already to catch all of my future videos, and I will see you in my next one. Bye, guys.